Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I will be showing you guys some Ultra League battles. We will actually be using one of my teams that I've created before, and it's so good. I had to use it again because I wanted a 5 win, and this did the trick. So watch to the end of the video to see some of those games, and with that being said, let's get on with today's video. For the first turn, my opponent's first Pokemon is an Ampharos. So this is a really good start for us because Ampharos is an only electric type Pokemon, meaning my Mud Shot from my Swampert will do super effective damage. Its ground types are super effective against electric types. So, and even though Swampert is a mix of ground and water types, electric does not very effective. So he does swap out to a Matchup, and I decided to swap out to a Roselia. Roselia is a grass type Pokemon, grass and poison type Pokemon, so he does counter Machamp's Rock Slide, while Charizard will get smacked from his Rock Slide. So he does use a close combat, I think that was, because he did get a defense debuff. My Roselia does end up taking him out, and he does swap out to a Beartic. So Beartic is an only ice type Pokemon, and Beartic can learn the fairy type fast move Charm, which is a strong move, but it does not very effective damage against Roselia, since fairy types are not very effective against poison types, and Roselia is a grass and poison type Pokemon. He does swap back out to his final Pokemon, which is Ampharos. So I will have to swap out to my Swampert. This Hydro Cannon will do so much damage. I actually will shield it because I don't want to risk getting hit with a Focus Blast, or a Power Gem. Those would do so much damage against my Swampert. But I did shield his Focus Blast. He does not have enough energy to throw in another one, and I will throw in the Hydro Cannon right here. I could just go for the Farm Down. I do go for the Farm Down, allowing me to get that first round win. Good game to my opponent. For the second round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Machamp. So this is, once again, it's an even start for me and my opponent, since Machamp does win the one-on-one from what I've seen. For my battles, Machamp does win the one-on-one if you're using no shields. This will be a cross chop though, because of how fast he got his charge move. So if I do get a shield from this would be really good, because my opponents, when they use Machamp as a starter, they tend to shield a lot, and they don't take a hit from my Hydro Cannon. So he does swap out to his Venusaur, and that is such a good thing for me. He should have just stuck with his Machamp and waited, because he can take one Machamp, then he could have gone for the Farm Down. So I will swap out to my Charizard. He does get a hit from that Swampert right there, which is okay. So I do get this Dragon Claw. I could survive a Sludge Bomb, and Frenzy Plant will do barely any damage against my Charizard, since I do double resist grass moves. So his Venusaur is one shot right here, and he does throw in a charge move. So this will probably be a Sludge Bomb, or it was a Sludge Bomb, and that was okay. It took out half of my health, but it's okay. So I am one hit away from getting that Dragon Claw ready, and he does swap out to his second Pokemon, Melodic. So Melodic is an only water type Pokemon, meaning Roselia will absolutely shred through him, since grass types are super effective against water types. Sadly, Melodic does get the Farm Down and extra energy from my Charizard, since I couldn't swap to any Pokemon because of that swap cooldown. So as you can see, I'm doing so much damage with my Roselia. I think Roselia has a higher attack damage than Venusaur, but if it had Frenzy Plant, it would be so good. But it's only for Venusaur, sadly. So he does swap out to his second Pokemon, Machamp. I think he is charging up for a Dynamic Punch from how long that he's charged up, or a close combat. Those would do so much damage against my Roselia. So he did go for the Shield Bait, and it was actually a cross chop. I do make a good swap into that Swampert, try and as a meat shield, so then my Swampert will take the hit rather than my Roselia. Since my Swampert was already 1 HP, I will swap back out to my Roselia, finishing off his Machamp and finishing off his Melodic, allowing me to win that second round. Good game to my opponent. For the third round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Togekiss actually. Togekiss is a fairy and flying type Pokemon, meaning Sludge Wave would do super effective damage against fairy types, since Poison is super effective against fairy types. This Hydro Cannon will do half of his health. He can only survive 2 Hydro Cannons. Yup, he does not throw in the shield for that one. He will have to throw in the shield for this one if he does want his Togekiss to survive. And I'm guessing that he will, because it's the thing with Swampert is that it's like a shield bait. That's why it's that's why it's mostly people's starter Pokemon. So this will probably be an Ancient Power or a Aerial Ace, and it was an Aerial Ace. That would have done some neutral damage against my Swampert, but I could have taken it. So I do get into another Hydro Cannon right here. If he does shield this would be really good, but if he doesn't, it would still be okay. And he does shield. That's really good for us. He is down by he does have 0 shields, and I am left with 1. I've also put that Charizard, since fairy types are not very effective against fire types, and fire types resist fairy type moves. So this will probably be an Aerial Ace, which I will not shield. I'm guessing he does not have the double moves with Ancient Power, and yep, it was an Aerial Ace. I will just go for the farm down right here and not waste the Dragon Claw, since it will only do not very effective damage. So I am 1 HP, but I have 2 Dragon Claws loaded up. And I didn't see his second Pokemon right here. His second Pokemon is a Swampert. So I will swap out to the Roselia, keeping my 1 Dragon Claw right there, since I wouldn't have to waste it. So we just swap out to a Scizor. Scizor is a metal and bug type Pokemon, meaning he double resists grass type moves and poison types. So this is going to be an X Scizor that will do so much damage, since bug types, since grass types are not very effective against bug types, I am not doing that much damage. So this, I will throw in the grass now right here. It won't do as much damage, but damage is damage. My Charizard might come in and could take it out from Fire Spin, and this was really good because he did throw in his Night Slash right here. He did not use it for my Charizard, which is good for us. So I could go for the farm down right here, and then what I did here was, instead of using the Dragon Claw, since Scizor does have Bullet Punch as his fast move, it is a metal type fast move, and fire types resist metal types. So I did have 2 Dragon Claws loaded up, allowing his Swampert to faint from them. So that was the play right here that allowed me to win this 3rd round. If I didn't do that, I think I would have lost. But yeah, good game to my opponent. For the 4th round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Gengar. So Gengar is a ghost and poison type Pokemon, meaning Mud Shot will do super effective damage against him, since ground types are super effective against poison types. So this is a really good start for us, since Hydro Cannon will do so much damage. It will do like 75% of his health, I'm guessing. Yup, and I don't think he does shield this. He does not shield this. I could just go for the Mud Shot farm down. I don't think I will shield this right here, because it will probably be a Shadow Punch from how fast that he got his charge moves. Shadow Ball, I think, is like 5 attacks, or 7 with Shadow Claw. That's his fast move. So I do take out his Gengar, and he does swap out to Surfetched. So Surfetched is an only fighting type Pokemon, meaning Hydro Cannon will do plenty of damage, plenty of neutral damage against him. I do get 1 shield off. If I do get another shield off, that would be really good for us, because Hydro Cannon will do so much damage against Surfetched, since it does have a high attack stat, but I don't think that it has a high defense or health. So I do get 2 shields off, and I will swap back out to Roselia to get that neutral damage. Roselia is like he's super strong against these types of Pokemon, so he does throw in a charge move right here. I'm gonna shield here because it could be a close combat. I know that he can learn close combat. That would do so much damage, and it only was a Leaf Blade. Yep, and he does throw in another charge move. I am going to shield right here. Hopefully it's not another Leaf Blade, and it actually was, but it's okay. I could Razor Leaf his Surfetched down right here. revealing his final Pokemon, which is a Empoleon. So Empoleon is a water and metal type Pokemon. Grass types will do so much neutral damage against him, but I know that Empoleon can learn Drill Peck, which is a flying type charge move, and flying types are super effective against grass moves, but he did not get it in time, allowing my Roselia to finish him off. Good games to my opponent. Alright guys, for the 5th and final round, my opponent's first Pokemon is once again a Machamp. So, Machamp is an only fighting type Pokemon. As you guys know, Hydro Cannon will do... Pokemon like Machamp and Togekiss can only survive 1 or 2 Hydro Cannons, so I do get a shield off right here. If he is charging for a long time, but I'm guessing this will be a shield bait, so I won't shield right here. I actually will shield right here. Oh, that was a bad shield because it only was a Rock Slide. That would have done not very effective damage, since my water type and my ground type do counter rock types. So I do get 2 shields off and 1 more Sludge Wave. He does get his charge move first. This will probably be a Cross Chop or a Rock Slide once again. So it is a Cross Chop that did pretty good neutral damage. I could have gone to the Sludge Wave, which would have insta-killed him, but I do go for the Hydro Cannon. That Sludge Wave was only a 1 mud-shot away, but it's okay. This also did so much damage. He is 1 mud-shot, and he does get the first Fiend on my Swampert. So I will swap out to Rosalina as a safe swap, since he could have his own Swampert in the back. He does swap out to his second Pokemon, Gyarados. Gyarados is a water and flying type Pokemon, meaning grass types will do so much neutral damage to him once again. So I won't shield any because it could only be a Crunch and Aqua Tail, which would do not very effective damage. Aqua Tail would do not very effective damage. And will I be able to get to this grass knot? Yes, I would. So I didn't really need to get to that grass knot. It would have been better if I didn't, so that Charizard could get the farm down on him. And his final Pokemon is actually a Venusaur. Venusaur is a grass and poison type Pokemon, and fire types are super effective against grass types. He does end up surrendering, allowing me to get that 5th round win. I do get those 5 wins, so good game to my opponent. This is actually the end of today's video. If you haven't already, please consider supporting this channel by dropping a like, subscribing, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.